initial group of workers participating in the program. Approximately $10 million has been allocated for the program, which will provide bonus payments of up to 10,000 eligible applicants. It's administered by the Connecticut Department of Revenue Services in conjunction with the Connecticut Department of Labor and runs through December 31st of this year.
The 8:30 a.m. report has been brought to you by the Burns Agency. With offices in Dayville and Norwich, find out why you'll buy better at Burns.
All right, let's take a look at the forecast right down for Eastern Connecticut. And here he is, Paul Ash.
Good morning, everybody. Right now, the temperature downtown Jewett City is about 65 degrees. Well, chance of rain is here, definitely 100% going on right now. Rainfall, today, probably about a quarter of an inch. But tonight, showers and thunderstorms should be possible. Possible rain totals could be anywhere between 2 to 3 inches overnight. So that's what's going to happen over evening. I guess either is upon us or she's getting close to us. Well, lows will be around 60 degrees. Be a Thursday, it's going to be, guess what? A chance of rain again. It's going to be raining in the morning, then becoming partly cloudy locally in the afternoon. Heavy rain again is possible. Highs around 71 degrees. And of course, for Thursday night, clear skies, lows around 52. And that's your weather from SNSN on this first day of September 2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is the first day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Does this mean like summer's like over?
Pretty much.
Great.
Officially after this weekend.
I think so. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm not even with it this morning. How about you?
It's been about crappy. Been crappy would come in.
Yeah.
Rain. Hasn't been the greatest summer. No.
So it's been recently reported that with COVID-19 infections hitting 4.65 yesterday?
I don't know what they are.
It was pretty high. Well, that's quote unquote pandemic levels.
Yeah.
So that's pretty high. Plus, they're going to go ahead and reinstitute testing.
Yes. And
you happen to know where it's going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be. Was it UCFS? It's going to have it. I always get that mixed up. Place here in Jewett City is going to be doing testing. I guess it's going to be what I had it
on UCFS.
UCFS
Saturday from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah,
that is this Saturday.
Yeah, then they're going to do it during the week too. All right.
That didn't say, but they're also going to be doing it at Dodd.
Yeah, but I don't think that. Yeah, they're going to be doing it back at Dodd again, but I don't know if they've got a start date yet. That might still be open.
They're supposed to start Monday.
Yeah,
but we'll have to see. And that's all per what the Uncas Health District.
Uncas Health District.
Yeah. All right. So COVID-19 testing
back up again.
Restarting.
Yeah.
And that'll be Saturday. Which is going to be.
Yeah.
And that'll be at UCFS in Jewett City.
Right.
Up on East Main Street.
Right.
Just past Brown Avenue.
Yeah. So just goes to show you, it's starting to back up again. The cases are getting back up.
It's not going away.
Yeah.
It's a virus. I mean, it's not going to go away.
And then the other thing, I tell you, I went to a barbershop. I had to wear a mask in Norwich yesterday, which is back to where it was, 7 or 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Got to wear a mask.
Well, I mean, it's a virus, man. This is not gonna stop. As far as containing it, I mean, I don't know what they can do. I don't know. I mean, every time the thing that I don't get is that whenever they have an opportunity or they think that they have this thing contained, they don't.
Yeah.
It rears its ugly head.
Nope.
And it's pops up somewhere else.
Yeah, it's back here again. Well, the good thing is there are some things going to happen. Like I said, the Woodstock Fair is going on. They're going to hold Eastern States this year. Springfield Fair, whatever you want to call it. That's coming back this year. So at least some of the things are still in the works. Not going to be canceled.
Do you think what they're doing is they're finding that no matter what they do, some of these events. It's not really because they used to call them. Remember, they were calling them last year. They were calling them super spreaders.
Yeah, but everything's outside. it's not there's a lot. There's not like there's a lot of things inside of these
Right.
fairs. They're all outside. So I mean, if you can walk around outside around here without a mask on, why couldn't you just walk around there without a mask on?
Well, I know, from taking the trip to Disney, we had to wear masks whenever we were inside
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
If we were walking around, then no. But
Yeah,
if we were
right.
inside, or waiting in line,
Exactly.
they made us mask up,
Right.
and stuff. So and there are no mask mandates around here yet,
Not yet.
except for Norwich.
Correct.
Yeah.
Although what's funny because I told you I went and got a haircut, had to wear a mask. I stopped into a restaurant to pick something up,
Mhm.
and I wore the mask in there. And I saw the people who were waiting on me didn't have a mask on. So I says, "Well,
Okay.
I thought there was a mask mandate. No, and they told me, well, I'm vaccinated, and if you want to wear a mask when you come in, that's fine." So they were in Norwich. So So I guess some people are enforcing it and some aren't. So whatever.
So what you're saying is that some of the businesses in Norwich are making up their own rules.
Look that way.
How do you feel about that? I mean, being a resident of a local nearby town, being, and I'm going to throw this out there, Paul, and I know, you're going to, don't take this, but being, a man in their mid 70s, where, COVID-19 has been known to affect, the senior population.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, or do you,
Not going to let it get to me.
okay.
I'm just,
All right, that's fine.
do what I do. I got the shots
Okay.
like I was supposed to, and I'm not going to let it stop me from living my life.
It's not going to stop you living your last year or two, right?
That could be less than that. I don't know.
No, Paul, I think you're going to be around for a while.
Well, you never know.
Once again, COVID-19 vaccination or not vaccination sites, testing sites.
Testing sites.
He's going to, I wonder if they're going to be vaccinating there too.
I don't know.
Because I don't know if they're rapid tests or not.
Don't know. I would think there is a test they know up the nose, and it takes 24 hours to get them. I would think.
Okay.
I don't think they would be the rapid. I would think not.
All right. So Saturday from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yep.
That's at UCFS. And then starting Monday, it's not set in stone yet, but starting Monday will be at Dodd.
Yeah. Well, it's right. Yeah, it's up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Be there, be square, right?
That's right. I mean, if you're feeling sick and you feel like you're getting something, well, maybe you got to get a test.
Have you had a test?
I had a test when I first came here before I had the shots.
Mhm.
It was during the summertime. They had
Yeah.
the shots over at the high school.
Okay.
So I went and got it.
Yeah. I have never received a test.
Really? Yeah. Well, if you go into a medical facility, you have to have a test before you go. Yeah. They won't. In other words, before they'd let you go in to get a procedure, whether it be in.
Well, I went in to have what was it? A colonoscopy.
They didn't ask you to get one?
No.
Oh boy. Or maybe they figured you couldn't get it from the other end. You weren't breathing. You weren't breathing on them.
Yeah,
Per
maybe.
se.
Yeah. Well, that's true. At least not out that end.
Yeah, right. I was surprised because usually they do make you get one.
Nope. I
Maybe
was not told to get one whatsoever.
Well, it must have been the timing of it or something. I don't know, but I know some people have gone there for a procedure.
So I would like to know, if anybody that's in the social media area in the chat room right now is, do you think that we should have a mask mandate in Eastern Connecticut? It's what they call a hotspot right now, right?
Yeah.
Or a high infection area. What do they call it?
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah. New London County, not so much Windham County, but
yeah, that's kind of surprising. I don't know why Windham County is not. I don't know. Maybe because it's more rural. I don't know.
I want to thank you, Ryan, for this kind comment. I thought Mike tends to talk out both ends.
Yeah, one's got more bad breath than the other one does.
No, they're both about the same. Thanks. Thank you, Ryan Kenneth. Kenneth isn't his last name.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think our officials are correct in letting business make their own mind up.
Mm-hmm. In Jewett City, they're doing that in Plainfield too.
Yeah, I think those two following towns the same way. I don't think there's a man.
I don't know. I have not talked.
Preston. I don't know Herman and Preston. Yeah.
I have not spoken to Tracy Hansen in Preston. I mean, in Valentine for quite some time now.
Yeah, and I don't think
Lisbon is not.
No, Lisbon is not.
No?
I don't think the tribes are either. The tribes doesn't have a mandate for people to come in there. Although I did tell you there's more and more people wearing them. Yeah, but yeah.
Ryan says no mandates in Voluntown.
There you go. Yeah, I think it should be left up to the individual. I mean, there's a lot of people who you see wearing masks, which is okay. If you want to wear it, that's fine. If you don't have to.
Here's a comment. Do we actually need to get the booster vaccine in every 6 months as UK medical suggests? What's your idea?
I don't know.
I don't think we've really addressed that in the United States yet.
Not yet, because nobody's really up for one yet. It's got to be 9 months. Don't forget, we didn't start until.
They're talking about the people that are higher risk. Can go ahead and get one after 6 months after their second.
I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was 9 months.
Talking at both ends again.
No, I thought it was later, because I thought that the people who got these shots like in early January or February, they're coming up in late to middle September to get a booster if they need it.
All right. Here's Cindy chimes in saying collectively, the public lies.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The public lies.
So, unfortunately, many unvaccinated aren't following the mask rules, for as much as I don't want a mandate, it might really be the only way to keep people honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's right. I think a lot of people who have not had the shot, they're just doing it like just walk in natural. They're not going to put a mask on.
Okay,
I would think that. Yeah.
So here's a suggestion. Well, I mean, a situation, and I'd like to. Lisa Coe. Hey, Lisa. She wants to invent the waffle mask.
Well,
ain't nothing getting through those grids.
Well, it might be easier to breathe because of the little beehive, little things.
Like
a beehive.
Lisa, you may be onto something there.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say something too, and totally just. Well,
when food came in line, you just changed your whole thought. As soon as food came in, your mind went, oh, how tasty will that be?
No, there was something that was actually rather important.
Oh. Well, with a waffle mask, once you get done for the day, you can eat it.
And Elise says, she goes, I want to release it at Dean's. Imagine that. Oh my God, I hate it. I mean, there was something that I was going to ask that I thought was pretty important, or, at least a relevant question, and right past me.
Maybe it went out the other end.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Ryan Kenneth. It had to do with the mask, with the possible mask mandates. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you think that a mask mandate should be put in place? Cindy seems to think so, to keep people honest. Kalhari says the UK implied it will need it every 6 months consecutively for 5 years. A booster shot.
Here we go again. A new flu shot.
Follow the money.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope not.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's 2 shots a year.
That's ridiculous. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, do we really? I don't know. Do we need a mandate? Yeah. Are people dishonest? Absolutely. Eventually, I mean, let's face it, a lot of places now, even though you don't want to get a flu shot, are forcing you to get a flu shot.
All right. So here, I got my question back.
Okay.
All right. So let's say that you are training for a position
Yep.
and you are not vaccinated.
Yep.
And while you are training for that position, a mandate or a company policy comes down saying that to work here, you must be fully vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
What does that person in training do?
Well, it comes down to their choice. Either they get it
Or they don't.
they don't, or they leave.
Mm-hmm.
Can you try and fight it? I would think that you get yourself a lawyer and fight it. However, I would think that the employment that you were going after, you may not get it,
Okay.
because they'll say, we're not going to hire you now for some reason, because you haven't really been hired yet if you're
Okay.
just in training.
Do you think it's going to be harder and harder and harder to get jobs in the private sector? I sound like Hunger Games now, don't I? I nominate you as tribute.
I
Paul.
would think it depends on the type.
I nominate Paul as tribute.
No, I would think it depends on the type of job you're going after. If you're a service provider, I would think that the requirement for a shot would be higher than if you just go in to work every day, do your thing at your desk, and you leave.
But do you think what I'm saying is that do you think that they're going to mandate that in more and more jobs,
We're seeing that.
thus making it more and more difficult to get a job?
Yes, we are seeing that because there are places that provide a service to other places.
Mhm.
And those other places require people to come in to have a shot. So if you can't go into that place because they don't want you there, then what good are you to the company that's providing the service?
Okay.
Because where are you going to go? Because whoever your service is, I want you to get a shot. It's just like if you're getting your furnace cleaned. Okay. They ask you now, do you want me to wear a mask coming into your house? So I'm not saying that's a shot, but I'm just giving you the idea that that's the kind, they may say in order for you to go in to clean your house, you got to have a shot.
But how do you know this is not going to continue
Oh, it's
into
gonna
other
continue.
things?
Oh, it's going to
You
continue.
know what I mean? Like you can't buy groceries. You can't go into any grocery store because you could infect the fruit. You know what I mean? Or the produce or whatever. It could be bad, whatever. And now you can't go there. And then people will say, oh, you know what? I will just go ahead and I will order my stuff off of, the computer and, have somebody deliver it. But then they won't deliver it
Yeah,
because you're not vaccinated.
Well, I don't know if they'll go that far. They may require you to put a mask back on again. I mean, we went through this whole year and a half of going into grocery stores with a mask on, right?
Right. But now they feel like a lot of places feel like the only solution is to just say, no, you can't come in.
No, it's their way of making you get a shot.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. It's nothing to do with the groceries, the fruits, or whatever. It's
The
their
produce.
way. It's a way for them to force you to get a shot.
But what if it has nothing to do with the government, but it all has to do
It
with,
does have something to do with the government
okay.
because what
I'm just
they're-
saying, what if?
I know. Well, then why are they forced to get a shot?
I don't know. I
I
don't really know.
We all know the federal government was trying to mandate everybody to get a shot. They knew they couldn't do that. So what did they do? Now this is the approach they're taking now to get you to take a shot. They're making companies are folding and saying, okay, now to get a shot, you got to have a shot. Look at all the nurses, for Christ's sakes. They went through a year and a half with no shots, wearing protective equipment, right? Didn't have a shot. A lot of them never had them. They survived. Now they're going to lose the damn job because they don't have a shot. It's their way of
Well, that's
forcing.
kind of what I was saying,
They're
during,
forcing you to get a friggin' shot.
right.
Yeah.
So what happens if you don't?
Well,
People are quitting their jobs. People are leaving their jobs.
because they don't want it.
because they don't want the shot, which is their prerogative.
Absolutely. I
You
think
know?
I think what's going to happen eventually is everybody's going to gather together and they're going to fight this thing, and eventually they're going to lose. Not
Mhm.
they're going to lose, but they're going to win.
Here's a comment, or they just work remotely, but you can't work remotely like in the medical profession.
No, you got not with a service
You know?
provider. No,
Right. Any service provider,
You
any
really
kind of
can't.
retail,
Yeah, you can't.
employee, you can't do that.
right.
You can't work.
Yeah.
You can't work remotely.
No.
There's
No.
so.
Yeah, I think it's the way that they. I mean, and if a lot of these governments states don't push this thing, they're going to lose all kinds of federal funds.
Okay.
It's all coming down to what? Money.
You think?
Oh yeah. 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 I mean, like I've always said, they scared the hell out of the elderly. They knew everybody's going to die. Everybody's going to die. Everybody's going to die. Right.
Mhm.
So all the elderly ran and got it, myself included. Right. So now they come down to the younger generation. The younger generation say, "Screw you." So now they got to find another way to get you to get it. That's
And
what's
we
happening.
and we know that that's not really happening.
No, because a lot of them don't want to get it.
Do you think maybe because people are getting more and more hip to the fact that people are not dying?
Yeah.
With what's going on,
Well, it doesn't hurt the younger generation as much as it did the elderly.
right? Okay.
But so I don't know. That's probably why they're not getting it. They didn't, and a lot of them feel it's against their rights.
Okay.
Forcing me to get something is against my rights.
Right.
So
Okay.
why should I get it?
And it's how they're doing it. They're not telling you, yes, you have to do this, and this is the way it's going to be. What they're saying is, you don't have to get the shot. You don't have to be, get vaccinated if you don't want to, but you're not going to work here.
Right. It's pretty much what it comes down to.
But that's okay, because then you just go on unemployment,
Yeah.
and then you get a job, and then you get $1,000 bonus
Yeah.
for going back to work.
I know.
What a bunch of shit that is.
But I'm not sure you can get a job, because if you're going to try to get another job, that job may require you to get a shot. It's their way of getting you to get the shot. That's what I believe it is.
So what do you think about that $1,000 bonus that people are getting because they went back to work? What about all the people that worked through the pandemic? What do they get?
Zero.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing.
Not a thing. Yeah. I forget how many millions of dollars they have to hand out because of that. They just sent out the checks to a bunch of people. The extra $1,000 for going back to work. I guess you could say it's almost like a sign-on bonus. Remember how they used to do sign-on bonuses to go back to work?
Yeah.
So,
But I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous.
they just like giving away money. What the hell? Money, money, money.
I said, that question I just asked, all the people that have been working right through the pandemic, they don't get the $1,000. What do they get? And Ryan says COVID, they get COVID.
Yeah, that's it.
And there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
Especially, in the medical.
Well, the
medical field.
medical guys, I mean, those some of them I thought were given some kind of a hazard pay for a short time, right? They get some special extra bonus for working. It was like a hazard pay I thought they got, but then they took it away from them. Nobody wanted to pay it because they were working under these extreme conditions. So I don't know.
You know what I noticed is that there is a lot of people in the medical profession specifically that are ones that are refusing to get the COVID-19 vaccination.
Which kind of surprises you because you think they would be the ones to say, hey, look, get it.
I don't know.
And here we are, those stupid non-medical people. Yeah, shoot me up.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, have we really heard any side effects at the moment? I mean, the stuff those shots have been around 9 months now. They started like in January. So I mean, we haven't heard any major, other than J&J had a couple issues. There's a few people get sick and stuff, but have we really heard any major issues yet as it relates?
Well, I mean, there are issues out there, and the serious ones are the ones that you're going to hear about.
Mhm.
I think in the grand scheme of things, and I hate to say this, but I haven't really heard anything at all.
No.
About, any widespread problems with the vaccination.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just not listening.
Yeah.
But I think that I am.
Yeah.
And I haven't really heard any. I mean, yes, you hear, unfortunate situations, from, here to here. But in the grand scheme of thing, as far as percentages are concerned, I mean, 0% problems. That's exactly what you want. You don't want anybody to have any kind of issue with any vaccination or any medicine or anything that you can take.
Yeah.
But I think the rate is very low.
Yeah.
Extremely low.
Well, maybe we got to mix the Pfizer one with some Viagra. We got all the guys to go on board with it.
Yeah.
Pfizer makes Viagra, so put a little Viagra in it. Now people will go for it now. And for the women one, we'd have to find something that would make them attracted to it.
Imagine that.
And then people would say,
I don't know. All of a sudden, women have been taking some stuff. Now they're attracted to middle-aged men with dad bods.
Oh, well,
I don't know what the hell that happened.
maybe it was the shot.
Maybe it was the shot.
I don't know.
COVID-19 vaccinations helping out the sex life of 50-plus-year-old men. Great.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to get
I'm
people
scrolling through TikTok and you see, all these videos of these young women that are, I don't know, 20, 21, 22. And they all do these videos and it's like, you want me? No, you want me? And then it's like 10, 20 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus. And then the last one, no. Then it says 50 plus. I want your baby. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Somebody got daddy issues. That's all I'm saying.
Who the hell knows? Yeah.
Hey,
TikTok is.
come on. TikTok is life.
Yeah. Well,
Come on. You have fallen down that TikTok rabbit hole.
I
Have
have.
you? Have you not?
Yeah, I looked at some stuff. Actually,
Yeah, you've been watching thirst videos.
No.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, you can't sleep. You turn on TikTok.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at you.
I did see some.
Oh, look, she's got an OnlyFans account.
I was looking at some from New Orleans, though. A lot of them did New Orleans videos with New Orleans with trees coming out.
Oh,
It was pretty interesting how they showed the trees falling down. I love New Orleans.
yikes.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and break for news, and we'll be back on the other side. We hope you hang with us as we talk about COVID-19 and the infection rate is rising.
How deep's the water?
What do you mean?
How deep's the water, baby?
How
5
deep's-
feet, 5 feet and rising.
That's it. And we'll talk about the sites once again that are going to be
Oh, yeah.
open for testing.
Testing.
We'll cover all that. Keep it right here. It's SNSN, Streaming News and Sports Network.
Gambling, tobacco, and alcohol are all legal for adults. For those under 21, providing these things can land you in jail. It's 21 for a reason.
Be someone your child can depend on and trust. Model behavior that expresses you care about them and their choices. Encourage them to wait until 21 to try alcohol. It is 21 for a reason. Visit CIRACCT.org for more information.
Brought to you by CIRAC and funded in partnership with SAMHSA. It's 21 for a reason. Find out more at CIRACCT.org.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Hey, I'm Jess, but you can call me the Tire Queen. For the best deals on tires, come and see me at Advanced Automotive on Route 138 in Griswold. Call me at 860-376-8687. But definitely don't talk to my dad. He's definitely not the Tire King.
And right now, Jess the Tire Queen has great deals and excellent service waiting for you at Advanced Automotive, Route 138, Griswold.
Tire Queen.
You buy better.
Better with Burns.
Much better.
So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price.
You
buy better with Burns.
buy better. You buy better.
Hurricane season is upon us. Did you know insurance companies can issue moratoriums that prevent you from securing coverage when there's an impending storm? Homeowners, business owners, property owners, act now. Don't let your coverage leave you out in the rain. The licensed professionals at the Burns Agency are here to help. Call, email, or chat with us online today. Don't let the next natural disaster become Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better.
Better with Burns.
Much better.
So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns.
You buy better. It burns. You buy better.
The flagship for Griswold High School sports, and your home for local news and weather.
Broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City.
The Streeting News and Sports Network, SNSN.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. Speaking from the White House, President Biden acknowledges there are still Americans in Afghanistan and is expecting the Taliban to allow them to leave if they desire.
The United Nations Security Council passed a resolution that sent a clear message what the international community expects the Taliban to deliver on moving forward, notably freedom of travel, freedom to leave.
Meanwhile, House Republicans calling for a vote on legislation that would keep U.S. troops in Afghanistan until all Americans are evacuated. Bernie Bennett with that report.
About 24 Republicans on hand for a brief House session amid the chamber's summer recess in hopes of trying to pass a bill that would delay the U.S. military withdrawal. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy spoke at a press conference afterward.
Never in my lifetime would I ever believe America would have an administration knowingly make a decision to leave Americans behind.
Wisconsin Republican Mike Gallagher introduced a bill to extend the Afghan withdrawal.
Well, yesterday, President Biden left hundreds of Americans behind and gave safe harbor to the hate of a fundamentalist terrorist Taliban regime.
Bernie Bennett in Washington.
Also at townhall.com, residents in New Orleans are coming to terms with the prospect of weeks without electricity and oppressive late summer heat.
As the days go by, we understand people get a little angst.
New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell.
We know it's hot. We know that we do not have any power.
So they've set up areas throughout the city to help residents out.
Food, some ability to cool down, as well as charge critical communication devices, which we know are just essential at this point.
Cantrell says they're using 70 buses as cooling stations. I'm Shelley Adler.
A lower close on Wall Street. The Dow was down 40 points, the NASDAQ off 6. More at townhall.com.
The home of Griswold Wolverine Sports, SNSN. The 9 a.m. report on the streaming news and sports network is being brought to you by Charlene's Diner, 37 Main Street, Jewett City. Family owned for almost 40 years. Order what you want, eat what you get. That's Charlene's Diner.
I love working here because of the people, and I get to work with my family every day.
Come to Charlene's Diner for the best breakfast you've ever had.
That was Brittany and Matt from Charlene's Diner on Main Street in Jewett City. There are only a few things that have been able to stand the test of time in Jewett City, and one of them just happens to be Charlene's Diner, who just celebrated their 40th anniversary in business. How do you stay in business that long in a small town like Jewett City? It's a simple recipe, really, great food and friendly service. And of course, family. You'll feel like family too because you'll always be greeted with a smile that makes you feel like you're right at home. Stop by for breakfast or lunch 7 days a week. If you don't have any time, well, that's no problem. Order ahead and your food will be waiting for you when you walk into Charlene's door. You can find Charlene's Diner on Facebook too. Stop in and join the family for breakfast or lunch today.
I'm Charlene. Come to Charlene's Diner
and order what you want and eat what you get.
This is a news update from the Streaming News and Sports Programming Network, SNSN.
On August 31st at about 8:16 p.m., Plainfield Police received a 911 call from a resident of the town reporting a male operator sleeping at the wheel of his vehicle at the gas pumps at the Citgo on East Main Street, at which time medical services were requested and members of the Central Village Fire Department later arrived. As officers arrived, they located 32-year-old Jonathan Greenwood of Plainfield in the vehicle counting money. Greenwood was told to hand over his keys and asked what he was doing, and Greenwood said he was just getting gas. Officers immediately noticed 2 bundles of narcotics in plain view on the passenger seat. Greenwood was removed from the vehicle and detained. Greenwood was asked if he had consumed any narcotics, which he reported he had a few hours earlier. And a further search of the vehicle revealed about 20 bundles of illegal narcotics. Greenwood stated he had just fallen asleep but not feeling well. He was then transported by KB ambulance for medical concerns. The narcotics were seized as evidence and Greenwood's vehicle was towed from the scene. The incident is currently under investigation with Plainfield Police. On Monday at about 7:32 p.m., Plainfield Police arrested 23-year-old Alex Betancourt Vasquez of Warrigan for 2 active hard copy criminal arrest warrants for burglary in the 1st degree, larceny in the 3rd degree, and many others. The arrest was the result of a lengthy investigation conducted by Plainfield Police. On March 17th, a motor vehicle had been reported stolen, amongst other electronic devices, from a 2-family duplex residence in Warrigan. Through the officers' investigation, it was determined that approximately $6,700 worth of items were stolen from a victim from one side of the duplex, and $1,300 worth of items were stolen from several victims from the other side of the duplex. One of the victims had reported that 2 masked individuals had entered his residence carrying a black assault-styled rifle, and he had assaulted him before leaving in his neighbor's stolen motor vehicle. Now, on March 19th, a search and seizure warrant was obtained through Danielson Superior Court for Betancourt Vasquez's residence, which was executed, resulting in the locating of several items that had been reported stolen, as well as a large quantity of Xanax. Betancourt Vasquez was then held on a combined court set date of $225,000 and is due in Danielson Superior Court. Governor Ned Lamont announced that the first round of the $1,000 bonus payments authorized through the Back to Work Connecticut program are being mailed this week to more than 1,500 eligible applicants who are among the initial group of workers participating in the program. Approximately $10 million has been allocated for the program, which will provide bonus payments of up to 10,000 eligible applicants. It's administered by the Connecticut Department of Revenue Services in conjunction with the Connecticut Department of Labor and runs through December 31st of this year.
The 9 a.m. report on SNSN has been brought to you by Charlene's Diner, 37 Main Street, Jewett City. Family owned for almost 40 years. Order what you want. Eat what you get. That's Charlene's Diner.
All right, let's take a look at the forecast right now. The wet forecast, or as some people would say, moist.
I seen a T-shirt once that said moist.
Moist.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's Paul.
Right now it's 68 degrees downtown Jewett City right now. Of course, periods of rain today. I guess that's either on its way up to the coast, I guess. Winds will be somewhere around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Rainfall, right now, maybe about a half an inch. However, for tonight, periods of rain becoming heavy at time. It could be anywhere between 2 to 3 inches of rain falling overnight. And low temperatures will be somewhere around, it doesn't say. How about that? That's weird.
When, tonight?
Yeah, it doesn't tell me.
Down to 59.
59.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little cool then. And of course, for your Thursday, it's going to be, rain in the morning, I guess. Continuing to be Ida coming up our way. Could be heavy at times. Again, rain will be anywhere between not a lot of rain in tomorrow, but somewhere around an inch of rain tomorrow morning. And of course, in the evening tomorrow, it's going to clear up. Lows will be around 52 degrees because I know Friday's looking good, so which is a good thing. So that's your weather from SNSN on this first day of September 2021.
The latest news and weather. SNSN.
Why do you do that? You do that because you know I'm waiting to hit the button. I'm waiting to hit the button. You go, today's August 2021. You know, and you change it up every time, and I'm like, and sometimes I hit the sounder, right? Like right here, boom.
The latest news and weather.
Well before
SNSN.
you're even done because I never know where you're going with anything. You change it. I think you do it just to screw with me. I really do. I think you just do it to screw with me.
How's it feel?
Huh?
How's it feel?
Oh, it's fine, you know. But one thing that we can agree on is
the
weather sucks.
So
that's for sure.
So there you go.
I know.
Uh,
Well,
it's
you know,
gonna
we could get it could be like we're down in Louisiana, so let's not complain.
we don't want the rain like Louisiana, right? That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
That is the correct answer.
Poor people down there are going to be without power for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And the flooding down there. So.
But lots of rain and
The weather sucks.
so
Yeah.
and it's going to be chilly tonight.
Yeah. Well, you know, but September now. Winter's coming.
I guess so.
Yeah.
59 degrees and cold. Ugh.
The weather sucks.
I don't know what to tell you. Pretty soon, pretty soon we'll be wishing for rain and not snow. I mean the other way around. I mean,
What do you mean?
well, we'll be saying, "Whoa, where's the rain? Get rid of this stupid snow."
Let's
Oh, I hate it now. Because
Calling all cars. Man trying to enter an office building on 4th and Main with no mask. Repeat, no mask.
I walked into my job late last week when my coworkers
Halloween's
all
coming.
began to freak. They started cursing and began to shout and said quite rudely as the boss threw me out,
You need a mask.
I need a COVID mask.
A COVID mask.
It seemed a lot to ask
Wear a mask.
to do a simple
Put
task.
on a mask.
I need a COVID mask, made it mandatory almost every place that we can't be seen unless we hide our face. I can't even leave my humble abode without something covering my mouth and
We
nose.
need a mask.
We need a COVID
A
mask.
COVID mask.
It seems a lot to
To
ask.
wear a mask.
Can't even mow my grass
Without a mask.
without a COVID mask. This mask wearing isn't fun, and the snitching has now begun. My neighbor called the hotline cause my dog wasn't wearing one. Walking through the mall, a woman's voice did ring. Seemed she was troubled by just one thing. She pointed to the door, shook her fist, and said,
What are you trying to do, you jerk? Make everybody sick?
Forgot his mask.
forgot my COVID
His
mask.
COVID mask.
Nobody gets a
That
pass.
stupid mask.
Can't even pump my gas
Without a mask.
without a COVID mask. Honey, I'm home.
What do you want?
I need to come in and get my mask.
Why Daddy in the house, Mommy? He's still wearing his mask.
No mask, no entry. Sorry.
But honey,
You should have taken it with you. You're not getting in this house. I changed the lock.
Well, at least it's something funny, you
well,
know.
I know.
No.
It's a,
I need a COVID mask.
could be $100 fine, you know.
In Norwich,
Yeah.
in East Hartford, West Hartford,
Yeah.
Hartford,
It's a $100
New
fine.
Haven.
$100 fine. Maybe it's time to start impersonating a mask mandate officer. Say, okay, hand it over, $100.
Well, what is one of the things we talked to Tom Sparkman about, the first selectman in Lisbon, and he was talking about a mask mandate. He goes, even if there was a mask mandate in the town of Lisbon, how the hell are they going to enforce it? You know, I mean, you get a call, excuse me, hi, my name is Karen, and well, I'm at Kohl's, Yeah, I know it's echoey because I'm in the back, so I'm hiding from this guy that's not wearing his COVID mask. There's 3 of them. Can you send somebody down right away? Yes, I'm Karen. Just ask for Karen. Yeah. I'm the one with the bob haircut in the back. Yeah, with the minivan. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm wearing a mask.
And wearing a mask. 3 of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But what do you really honestly think that they're going to go ahead and take resources from the roads or possible situations and send them down to Kohl's because somebody named Karen has called to say that there's 2 or 3 people without their mask? They are not going to.
No. And then there'll be body cam footage out on Facebook. The cops taking a person away because they didn't have a mask on. You know.
So Hayden just says the entire state of Illinois needs to be wearing a mask everywhere. Started up today, the 1st.
Really?
So Illinois has a mask mandate, Hayden? Is that what you're saying to me?
Sounds like it. Wow. Holy cow.
I need a COVID mask. Okay, so Illinois has a mask mandate starting today.
Wow. See, here we go again.
Here we go again.
I mean, California's got a mask mandate, right?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
I do not know for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
About New York.
I don't think so. But I'm looking them up right now. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's old news. Oh, no. This is brand new. Okay. All right. Let's see. The states with COVID-19 mask mandates. Let's see. All right. These are the U.S. states and territories with mask mandates for the unvaccinated.
There we go.
So now I do want to ask my friend in Illinois, is the mask mandate for unvaccinated people only, or is it for everybody?
We have a mask mandate here too for unvaccinated.
Right.
But like you said, we've had somebody talk about people who lie about it.
Mask mandates for the unvaccinated are California, Connecticut, Illinois, and New York.
Right.
So those are the mask mandates for the unvaccinated.
And we know that there may be a few people following the rules, but.
And here are the U.S. states and territories with mask mandates for everyone, regardless of vaccination status. Washington, D.C., Guam, Hawaii, Louisiana, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Washington State.
Wow. I wonder if people are walking around with masks.
And
in Vegas.
now Illinois.
Wow. I wonder if people are walking around with masks in Vegas.
I don't know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I know. Because be curious to see how that's happening.
Alabama, no state mandate. Alaska, no state mandate. American Samoa.
Yeah, pretty small.
No state mandate.
Wow.
So, anywho, that is.
We're getting back to where we were a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. January, you kind of wonder what's going to happen in January again.
January? How about
December? Take it back.
I was thinking more like October.
No.
But it doesn't matter because October 31st will be Halloween and everybody will be wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's true.
Dan, hey Dan, good morning. Says this is all a conspiracy theory to screw up Halloween again, just so Christmas can take over earlier and earlier each year. I'm just kidding, of course. Ha ha, he says.
Yeah.
but there may be some credence to that.
There's already Halloween stuff in stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
And before you know it, there'll be Christmas stuff in.
Yeah.
Halloween won't even be here, and they'll have Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Are you ready for Christmas yet?
No.
I am nowhere near ready for Christmas.
No.
Not even close. Anywhere. Oh, you need a COVID mask. Somebody beeped the horn.
They
Yeah,
heard
see?
me.
They heard you.
Yeah.
They're saying, "Hey, buddy, shut up, Karen."
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be going forward, not backwards.
So do you think Connecticut will end up with a mask mandate?
No. I don't think the governor will say it.
So he's going to put it on the health department.
Yep.
But the health department can't create an executive order.
No.
So it's going to have to come from.
No, he's going to leave it up just to the individual towns. That way he doesn't come across looking like a dictator again.
Yeah. Take off the word tater.
Well, what's he's in for what, 2 more years?
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to come across looking too bad. So he's going to you already can see what he's doing.
Are you a fan of Ned Lamont?
Not really.
Okay.
But
Were you a fan of Daniel Malloy?
hell no.
Okay.
Probably worse.
So what's the lesser of two evils?
Lamont.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would rather have Lamont than Malloy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was so good at numbers they moved him into Massachusetts so he could teach finance.
In Maine.
Oh, is that where he
It's
is?
Maine.
Oh yeah, he's teaching finance
Yeah.
up there to Maine. I mean, just
You can't get there from here.
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah.
So
unbelievable.
I'm the Gorton's fisherman. Yeah. And I'm Daniel, and I'm talking like this now.
Yeah.
It's a wicked pisser.
Good riddance.
Cindy says there are a few cities and towns like Norwich that have put on their own mask mandates, and that is true. And we talked about it before. Hartford, West Hartford, East Hartford, and New Haven.
Right.
All have mask mandates right now.
Yeah. And that's and again, I was kind of shocked that one of the restaurants didn't have it. I was shocked. Yeah. It just surprised me.
You talking about down in Norwich?
Down in Norwich.
Maybe they did, they just weren't following it.
No. They weren't wearing masks inside.
Okay.
People came in, they had a mask.
Well,
on.
what I'm saying is that maybe they
Yeah.
just were not following it.
Yeah, there's no sign on the door at all.
Okay.
That's what made me ask the question. And they says, we're all vaccinated. And remember, you want one, you don't have to wear one. It's up to you. Yeah. So I was kind of surprised. But like I said, if you go to a hairdresser or a barbershop, guess what? Right back to where we were. Put a mask on. However, you can go inside and sit down now. You don't have to wait outside like we had to,
You mean at the hairdressers or the barbershops?
Six,
and stuff?
6 or 7 months
Yeah.
ago, you had to wait outside. So,
A lot of times you had to just set an appointment.
well, yeah.
Show up when they showed up.
Yep, exactly. But now it's, that's a little bit different. So, but you still got to wear the mask.
They always talk about customer service.
Mm-hmm.
And people having, a terrible or hard or bad customer service experience with a certain business.
Yeah.
How do you think these businesses are feeling right now? They're doing all they can, and you still can't please some people.
No, I know it.
There's nothing that they can do.
No, they're being mandated to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is that, I have to. I'll feel cleansed once I tell this story. But I went to a local store within the borough of Jewett City. It was Walgreens. I went in there, had to pick up a prescription.
Mhm.
I also needed batteries for the wireless microphones that we have because we were doing the Little League, the awards banquet last week. So I had to get some batteries, and I went over and I picked up a 12-pack of AA's, and there were literally 3 price tags.
Wow.
Well, there was 1 below it and 2 just above it.
Yeah.
Right. And they said batteries, but then
Yeah.
so I thought it was $8.99. I brought it over. She rings it up $17.99. Oh, what's this? She goes, that's the price. And I went over and I just kind of, I didn't scowl at her or anything. I just said, huh. I said, hold up. I walked over to the battery and I said, there are 3 prices. She goes, yeah, it's the 1 below it. And I went, well, that's 30 pool. I said, it's kind of deceiving, isn't it? And I guess I wasn't the nicest person in the world. And she said, she goes, yeah. She goes, I'm sorry. She was very kind, but I was not happy.
Yeah.
I bought them and I left. I felt horrible about it. And I'll tell you why, because, and I did go back. I went back the next day and she was stocking a shelf. And I said, are you the lady that I bought batteries from yesterday? She said, uh-huh. I said, I'm sorry. I said, it wasn't your fault. And she goes, and I wasn't just trying. I was being honest with her. I did. I turned into a Karen. And I told her, I said, I just didn't think that they were that much. She goes, no, it is a little tricky over there. And they should come up with a different, pricing scheme.
Yeah.
And I went, well, either way, I said, I gave you a little bit of attitude. And I told her, I said, I worked 20 years at retail. And I swear to God that when I got out of retail, I was never going to give anybody any guff whatsoever, because I know what it felt like, when people would come at me.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. And trust me, I'm not sitting here. I'm not looking for a pat on the back or anything. I did. I felt like shit. I felt, oh God, I can't do that. So I made a trip in there.
Wow.
I was just driving on Main Street. I was actually going to Lisbon. And I said, no, I can't. I pulled in there and there she was. So I felt better.
Oh, good.
But it was, don't give you any, I don't give you anybody any crap. They're just doing their jobs. And I was wrong for that. So that's why I made sure I went back. So
yeah. I mean, if there were 3 prices on the item itself, then they would be forced.
Well, it was an entire battery section.
Yeah,
so really
the
the ones on top of it were referring to the batteries just above it.
Yeah.
I didn't feel as such. That should be like that. So I made it her problem when it wasn't her problem. The only thing it would have been, it was her problem to help me understand it. And she did, but I still wasn't happy. And I went, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I did it. I walked outside and I drove away, and I'm still, and then I felt, I don't really feel bad. So.
Well, that was nice of you to do that. You didn't have to.
Well, like I said, I'm not looking for a pat on the back, but it was just something that I realized that, like I said, when I worked in retail for a long time, that I didn't like it when that was done to me.
Well, I think all of us have given retail people a hard time one time or another.
But we shouldn't.
I know we should.
We shouldn't. It's the same thing with waiters and waitresses. Sometimes you can get some pretty bad service.
Yes, you can.
And sometimes I think it's deliberate.
Yeah.
But I think 9.5 times out of 10, it's got nothing to do with them. See, the thing with customer service, and I've said this for many years, and not even just because of my little incident over here at Walgreens. and I said this, and to get good customer service and to keep good customer service, I believe you need to be a good customer, or you need to be a better customer, because I think that you will get much better service and kindness from any kind. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you're buying a sandwich or you're buying a car. You'll get better service and friendlier service, and you'll feel more at home if you are nice too. But if you walk in and you got your arms crossed and you're looking like Jeff Dunham's Walter, Like, no one's gonna get, nobody's gonna get one over me today. Ha ha ha. Well, guess what? No matter what anybody does, you're on the defensive.
Yeah.
In retail, we're trained that if somebody comes in and they're edgy, then maybe it's something that happened in the parking lot. Maybe it's something that happened at home. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Total external to what happened, when they walked in the door.
Sure.
We're just the recipient of that energy.
Yeah.
That's
a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, so you try to understand that. Sometimes you just can't. There's nothing you can do. I will say there was a situation I had one time, long time ago. I'm going to say 25 years ago, 27 years ago. About that. No, it wasn't that long ago because Nikki was born. Nikki's 24. So, yeah, maybe 20. Yeah, he was 2. So 22 years ago. I was driving home from work. I was working in retail. Had a bad day. Had a really, really bad day. And I had to go pick up my son, and, his mom, from where he was being, they were staying for the afternoon at their friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Groton, so I went over the Gold Star Bridge and down 117, and as soon as I got off 117, about a mile in, oh, all right. So I pulled over, hands on the wheel, license and registration, please. Officer, can you tell me what I did? License and registration, please. Officer, can you please tell me what I did? Why did you stop me? Sir, can I see your officer? And he was very calm. License and registration, please. And I said, officer, look, all I'm asking you is tell me what I did. And I'm amping up. I'm already amped up, because I had a bad day at work. Sir, please. License and registration, please. I looked at him and I said, look, I said, all I asked you is to tell me what I did. And I said, and you won't tell me. So either I did something wrong or this is a random act of kindness.
Oh, boy.
Get out of the car, sir. I get out of the car. And he just looked at me for a minute, for probably about 30 seconds, didn't say anything. And he goes, look, all I wanted is your license and registration. I said, all I wanted you to do is tell me what I did wrong. And he said, you had a bad day, didn't you? I said, I had a really bad day. He goes, I can tell. And I went, you can? He goes, yeah, I could tell as soon as I pulled up. I said, okay. And he goes, I pulled you over because you didn't have your seatbelt on. I went, oh, yeah. He literally put his hand on my shoulder. He said, so all I want you to do is get back in the car, put your seatbelt on, and I hope you have a better day.
Wow.
And that was a police officer. So anybody that goes around and says all police officers are jerks or something, no. I think I have in my entire life, my 55 years. Now I haven't had much experience with police, but very minuscule amounts, but I don't think I've ever, there's only one guy that I didn't agree with at all. And I'm not going to say it on the air, but
yeah.
But anyway,
I think we've all had that one guy who.
Yeah, but every other police officer, it's been really professional. You want to say cool and stuff, but no, it's not even so much that. It's just they were very professional. And no, they're not looking to arrest you. That's not their gig.
Yeah.
For anybody that all the rebels out there and Karens that just think that's going to happen.
Yeah, well, there weren't any Karens back then.
Dan says, I had a cop like that once. He shot the expletive with me for 30 minutes and let me go. But before he left, he said, have a wonderful day, Mr. Peer. and don't speed. I don't want to have to give you your 4th ticket. Ha 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 ha. Well, Dan, that's your own damn fault. So anyway, but still, it's
Yeah, I think over the years, the way that police now handle the public has gone differently. I mean, years ago they were
Absolutely.
they were very tough.
Absolutely. It's more like a customer service type aspect.
Yeah, because back then, don't forget, we were
Yeah.
teenagers, and they would come on you like, they were tough.
And really, I think what they found out too is if you're doing something stupid, arresting you and bringing you in, what is it really going to prove? It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Any more than, it would actually, it's better off, I think, they're finding that you get a little counseling from the police officer.
Yeah.
Get your head straight.
Yeah.
And you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much different today.
Much different
Much
today.
di- much
Much different.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what have we learned today, kids?
Wear a mask.
That Illinois now has a mask mandate.
Yes, they do.
More states are going to continue to do that. As the weather gets colder, I think you're going to see more and more states returning with the mask mandates. We're already seeing Connecticut and Eastern Connecticut starting with testing once again.
Yep, that's starting back up again.
UCFS will start on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah,
And
they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it daily too. I think. Not sure.
I don't know for sure.
I had to look up the
look it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
And Dodd Stadium potentially starting Monday.
they're going to do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
That's the same schedule they had last time.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Yeah. They're not sure of the starting date. And then UCFS, starting it's on East Main Street, will be from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Beginning this Saturday. It'll be weekly testing.
Just Saturdays, or
it just says here this be starting this Saturday. They will begin weekly testing on East Main Street from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Got it.
So there you go. So now we got testing going back on again. So if you feel sick and you feel you need a test, definitely there's a couple places to go. And yeah.
Now the test will not cure you.
No.
The test will just give you. I have the hiccups again. Third time.
Oh.
This morning.
Oh boy.
All right. I'm going to do something that my friend Lisa taught me about the hiccups. Let me see if they're already gone. Hold on. All right. I think they're gone. I think. Nope. Hiccups. I have got. To my lover, I will send them. If she sends them back to me, I'll send them. I screwed it up. It's a little verse that you say.
Yeah.
Hiccups, I have got. To my lover, I will send them. If my lover loves me not, back to me she'll send them. Yep, gone. I'm not kidding you. Lisa Coe has sit across the desk from me on many a show where I've had the hiccups. And then she will say, okay, say this. Boom, 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 boom. And as soon as I'm done, she'll go, boop, you're cured. And I'm no more hiccups. So it's gone. Look, done now.
It must be the breathing that you're doing while you're doing that verse.
I think that's what she said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the cadence that you use because hiccups is what an imbalance of carbon dioxide and oxygen.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're going to take a quick break. Paul and I will be back for our last segment here this morning, right here on SNSN.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
For reliable plumbing and heating services are just a phone call away when you contact the professionals at McGuire Plumbing and Heating in Fallentown. Family owned for more than 35 years, McGuire Plumbing and Heating has earned a reputation by providing accurate quotes and being open and honest when on the job, plus giving honest advice that may be needed down the road but isn't an immediate concern today. Find McGuire Plumbing and Heating on Facebook or call 860-376-3388. Look for the big truck with the little Irish fella. McGuire Plumbing and Heating, proud sponsor of Griswold Youth Football.
Hi, this is Alan Gear. You may know me as Mr. Jewett City. I want to tell you about my experience with our local eye doctor, Dr. Joel Zuckerbrun. I recently had cataract surgery, and I was told that I needed new glasses. I didn't know what to do because the problem was this was right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Where the heck was I going to get glasses? I checked places that make glasses. I looked online, and what I found was my solution was practically in my own backyard. So I called Dr. Z, as most people know him. His office is right on North Main Street, right here in the borough of Jewett City. I went to my appointment and had my glasses faster than I would have thought possible. Called Dr. Zuckerbrun at 376-2848. I trust Dr. Z with my eyesight, and you should too. Make an appointment today.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it Dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com. Or ring us, 860-383-4750.
Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
All right, let's take a look at the forecast one more time in the morning show with Paul Ash.
Good morning, everybody. Right now, the temperature downtown Jewett City is 67 degrees. First periods of rain around this morning. Highs will be somewhere around 69 degrees. A little bit of wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain today, this morning rather, but at least about a half an inch. However, locally heavy rainfall is definitely possible, and that's going to happen during the evening because periods of rain tonight, heavy at times. Lows around 60 degrees. 2 to 3 inches of rain is definitely expected.
The weather sucks.
We know that for sure. It's going to suck again tomorrow morning because it's going to be cloudy with rain in the morning. Then becoming partly cloudy.
The weather sucks.
Locally heavy raining possible. Highs of tomorrow will be around 72 degrees. However, the rain tomorrow won't be quite as heavy. It'll be
the weather sucks.
And of course, for the evening, guess what? It's not going to suck anymore.
Oh.
No, it's going to be just clear. Lows around 52.
You know what, though? Ed Burke loves the weather.
Does he?
I'm a sniper. I don't believe that you go out and tell everybody exactly what you plan to do.
Yeah.
And as he said that on the morning show, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
This is what he said after a selectman meeting right after that.
I was reprimanded severely at the selectmen's meeting last night.
You remember that?
Yeah.
He said something.
Poor guy.
And then he got reprimanded at the selectman meeting.
Poor guy.
Poor Ed.
Yeah. Well, anyway, before we go interrupted, that is your weather for today. September 1, 2021.
The voice of Griswold, Jewett City and Plainfield. SNSN.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. What have we learned today? We have learned that testing will begin once again for COVID-19.
Yep.
We learned that a gentleman was found sleepy in his car after consuming mass amounts of drugs. And did you hear about the guy that they arrested the other day in Plainfield? They brought him in and he urinated all over the place.
Yeah.
And stuffed. He was a homeless guy, so he was probably, he was probably filling out an application for a place to live in the state penitentiary. But then again, he's going to get 3 meals a day, right? It's better than living under the boardwalk.
There you go.
Out by the sea. It's just not a good thing. So, let's see. Testing starting again.
Mask
mandates possible. We don't know.
Not here.
Not in Connecticut.
No.
Not in Rhode Island.
No.
Massachusetts, no. But the thing is do you think that they will start? I mean, they have started. Do you think that it will have more and more?
Well, with testing starting up again, what's that telling you? It's telling you that more and more people are starting to feel sick. Just because you get sick doesn't necessarily mean you have COVID either.
Exactly.
It could be a cold. It could be the start of the flu. I mean, it's like, let's face it, flu season is probably going to be starting again. But and the weather we have isn't the greatest either. It could be sinus issues.
We haven't seen the flu in a year and a half, man.
I know. Well, they replaced the flu with COVID.
Exist. I need a COVID mask.
Yeah. So and it is the thing that you think about masks. If how many people have hundreds of masks? I mean, how many? There's little blue paper ones or the surgical masks. You wonder how many times people change those, if they do.
I got a wire mesh one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But that's not very protective, but it looks cool.
There are some pretty attractive ones out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're becoming fashion statements.
Yeah.
You remember Andy Rooney?
Yeah.
You imagine what he would be like
right
now?
Oh yeah.
You ever notice about the COVID vaccine? It doesn't really hurt. You think, I'm doing this from heaven.
Yeah.
You ever notice?
Yeah.
It doesn't really hurt. And then sometimes it get a little bumpy on the way home.
Yeah. Well,
you ever notice I have to wear a mask even up here now because of COVID?
Yeah. So now when you
ever notice, Paul, how annoying my voice is?
It's annoying. Are you done?
You ever notice? All right.
So now when you buy a suit, it's no longer a 3-piece suit. It's a 4-piece suit.
Why?
Huh? You get the pants, you get the jacket, you get the vest, and the mask.
Wait a minute. Do people even wear the vest anymore?
Yeah, some people do.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that more England,
Yeah. I guess you
I'm Thurston Winchester the Third.
I guess
got a pocket watch, kind of hanging there.
Well, I don't know. Pocket watches, I think they're kind of like
I'm in British Parliament.
Pocket watches are long gone. I mean,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here.
We're out of here. Okay.
All right, Paul. Thank you very much. We'll see you once again Friday.
Friday. It's Ask Chris Anything.
Ask Chris anything on Friday.
Yeah.
And we'll see if anybody wants to ask him anything.
Yeah. Maybe we can ask about the masks.
You ever notice? Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day.
News and information you need for your day. SNSN.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason.